We finally got a new Nintendo Direct. In advance, there were clear indications of news about new Zelda games, a presentation of Metroid Prime and a definitive date for Advance Wars, while all rumors turned out to be just rumors. Instead, we got so much more, and this was a meaty Nintendo Direct, and I must say that the future looks exciting for all of us Nintendo fans. And by the way, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I review new games every week and talk about Nintendo related stuff. Let's discuss the most obvious, a new Zelda trailer, or should I really call it a new trailer? We got to see a 25-second long sequence that reminds a lot of what we saw before. Some new environments, Link running, and maybe what appears to be a new means of transportation. I don't know, but at least it was fun to get a feel of the new game, even if it was short. But what we do know is that the game will be called Tears of the Kingdom and will be released on May 12, 2023. I am looking forward to it, and I'm sure many others are too. So what did you think about the trailer? Let me know in the comments below. The other thing that was big news was the introduction of a new Octopath Traveler. The first game was a huge success, and personally, it's still one of my favorite Nintendo Switch games to this day. Now finally comes a sequel. We will get to play 8 new heroes who embark on a journey in the land of Celestia. Some new classes, some old, but if this game is as high level as the first, we will have a world-class experience, JRPG at its best, and since Square Enix created the game, you can have high hopes. They usually know what they are doing, especially when it comes to these type of games. Is there even any possibility of dethroning Stardew Valley? Perhaps. Story of Season, A Wonderful Life at least looks good on the surface, and even though this is a 3-dimensional farming game, I can't stop comparing this game to, for example, Stardew Valley. You have inherited a farm from your father, and now it's your job to take care of it. Livestock, sow, harvest, expand your farm, and meet your future partner and create a family. Again, Stardew Valley, just saying. Maybe this is the game that will rank as a cozy game, where everything is kind and good and everything has its own way. But it still seems to contain some interesting concepts, for example that a lot seems to change over the years. Pretty cool actually. It remains to be seen if this is a hit. I'll keep an eye on it. Released in the summer of 2023, another farming game was introduced in this Nintendo Direct, Fae Farm. Again, it seems to contain classic elements from the farming genre. Take care of your farm, fish, explore a magical world, and so on. What stands out is that the game has an online multiplayer feature. Of course, I have no idea how it makes the game better, but it's nice that the function is available. A new DLC is coming to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It didn't take long for Nintendo to announce an expansion. Xenoblade 3 was released at the end of July, and already now we know that there will be a continuation of the adventure. Apparently a new hero, Ino, is being introduced. In addition, there are a couple of changes that spice everything up. Among other things, something called challenge battles, where you face tough enemies that attack in waves. Sounds pretty interesting. This expansion pass will be released on October 13th. In January, a new Fire Emblem game is coming. Fire Emblem Engage. Rumor has it that this is not a new game, but was actually supposed to be launched in 2020. That never happened, but now it is coming. The game will be released on January 20. The gameplay actually looks pretty cool, where you combine something similar to a board game with 3-dimensional action. A game that has been available for PC for a long time is Factorio, and now it finally comes to Nintendo Switch, and it will be interesting to see how this will work on console. In this management simulator you have to collect resources and build machines. The game will soon be available on the Nintendo Switch, coming on October 28th. This is definitely a game I will be playing, so I hope the developers have fixed the controls, that it works just as well on console as on PC. From time to time there is the possibility to download demos in Nintendo's eShop. At the Nintendo Direct it was announced that HarvestStella has one. I thought I'd check out the demo later this week because the game looks alright, seems exciting. At first I thought it was another farming game, but leans more towards the RPG direction. The game will be released in its entirety on November 4th. In total, it was a Nintendo Direct that presented around 40 games. The short trailer about Zelda was, in my opinion, its saving grace. Nintendo is extremely good at teasing and only giving us small glimpses of something that will probably be very big and good. Octopath Traveler, with its amazing graphics, is also something that looks very exciting. If you haven't played the first game, then I can recommend it. JRPG at its best. There was some talk about Mario Strikers Battle League, which will get a new update. New characters are introduced, Pauline and Diddy Kong. This is not a game that really interests me significantly, but for those who love Mario and crazy football, they might look forward to this update. There will also be a new Pikmin game. The game was introduced by Shigeru Miyamoto himself, but unfortunately we didn't get to see any moving pictures. So, what did you think about this Nintendo Direct? We didn't get any information about either Zelda Twilight Princess or Wind Waker. It remains to be seen if all the rumors are true that these games will eventually be ported to the Nintendo Switch. All in all, I thought this was an interesting Nintendo Direct, very broad with games from many genres. So, what's your opinion? Are you satisfied with what was presented? Or is this a disappointment? Let me know in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I review new games every week and discuss things that can be related to Nintendo Switch. Have a nice day. See ya!